that is not enough. So we are going to go one-on-one right now with one of those lawmakers, Democratic State Senator Catherine Blakespear. Senator Blakespear, appreciate you being on the show. I want to start with that right there in terms of the funding. What is your biggest concern with the numbers that are being presented right now when it comes to implementing Prop 36?
Well, thank you for having me. My main interest is in making sure that there is money to implement Prop 36. So we passed a budget, the legislature did, that included $110 million. And I'll say that I don't know if that's the right number or not, because there are so many numbers that are floated. But I do know that we need to have money for courts, and we need sheriffs to have money, we need probation officers to have money, district attorneys. You know, implementing it means that there are going to be more people who are involved in the criminal justice system. And a lot of it is helping people get back on their feet and regain their lives by getting off of drug addiction. So having money to have programs available, you know, that's just really important if we're going to be successful with Prop 36.
So in terms of the money, you said the 110, you're not sure. What number sounds good to you? Or is it just the one-time funding that you don't like?
Yes, we need to be committed to funding it every year. And I don't have a specific number in mind, because I just don't know what is the right amount. But I do know some amount is needed, and the governor's proposed budget didn't have any money. So having $110 million in the legislature's budget, the press conference yesterday was aimed at highlighting that and focusing attention on Prop 36 and calling on the governor and legislative leaders to say, please, in the final budget, include that money, because we need that if we're going to be able to be successful.
Do you think politics are at play here? Because look, it's no secret, we've talked about it on the show a lot, the governor did not like Prop 36, Democratic leadership did not like Prop 36, and is not funding it a way to drag his feet, even though his office, we reached out to his office this week and asked, you know, are you intentionally not funding 36? And his office pushed back and basically said there was no funding mechanism in the measure, and we have a $12 billion deficit, and we're going to make sure, the word that they use, that the law is operationalized. Do you think that the politics are at play here?
Well, yeah, I mean, so one of the things that I think is true is that there are 400 more people in jail in San Diego County, which is where I come from, than there were before Prop 36, and they're on Prop 36 charges. So clearly, the idea that there's no money available and that the money's not needed, that's just clearly not true. But I also think that I've seen this in his press material. Prop 36. Other forms, other streams around that. What I do know is what my